Yo, what is up guys, Digirex here, and today I'm coming at you with a video. Rise of Iron is poppin', it's still new, it's still awesome, it's still epic, and today I'm doing a sword comparison video with the Sword of Young Wolves Howl, the new exotic sword in Destiny that you get from completing the main Rise of Iron campaign. And I'm just chilling here with my wolf right now, and I'm going to be comparing it to the old swords, the Raise Lighter, the Dark Drinker, and the Boltcaster. Right here is the Young Wolves Howl. It is pretty sick. The skill tree or the perk tree or whatever you want to call it is the same, pretty much the same as the other swords, except for its new unique perk, and it's called Howling Flames, and you do a huge slam down, and I'll show you guys that in a minute. And this is really cool actually, and I'm just going to be comparing it to the other swords today. And it also has ornaments, which the other swords don't have. But yeah, this is the new exotic sword. This is pretty easy to get. All you have to do is finish the main campaign in Rise of Iron, and Saladin give this to you. And here is the first ornament. It is completely black. I don't know if I like this one that much. I feel like it takes away a little bit of the detail of the sword. It is pretty sick though, having the full slick black sword. I really like that. And here's the one that I personally like more. Oh, why did it flick off? Here's the one that I like more. The sword is cracked. You can see kind of the like magma, kind of lava, fiery stuff breaking through the sword, and it looks super sick to me. So guys, I'm gonna show you guys what this sword is capable of doing, and then I'm gonna compare it to the other swords. So let's get right into it. Alright guys, we are in patrol, and as you see here, with the standard sword, you just have you know, your normal sword hilt, nothing special here. You just got your average sword hilt, does the same thing as the other sword hilts. Looks a little bit different, but does the exact same thing. Now that we have heavy, we can actually use this thing. So you have your standard sword swings, like I just used on that Splicer Captain there. You know, you got your normal swing, which just, you know, does quite a good amount of damage. And then I will show you guys this sword's special ability in a second on this drag. Hold on, I want to try to get a group because it does do splash damage. You can deal damage to more than one enemy, and there you go. You slam on the ground, you do massive splash damage around you. This is really good for groups of adds. You still got your mid-air slash, which uses 2 ammo. You know, your average slash uses 1 ammo, and then the big pound on the ground uses 10, which is a little bit pricey. And yeah, that's more than the other swords use for their special abilities, but then again, this does do a large blast. So guys, we're going to get into some gameplay with this sword, and I'm going to compare them. Alright, so I'm going to compare it to the Boltcaster first. The Boltcaster has long-range capabilities, which no other sword has in this game, so like that, it's special compared to all other swords. This sword, however, can deal massive damage to multiple enemies. It's really nothing like the Boltcaster. It's kind of hard to compare this to the Boltcaster, since the Boltcaster has so many like long-range capabilities and things like that. This is more of a definitely close-range weapon dealing with large groups of adds. So it's similar to the Dark Drinker, I believe, where you can deal with large groups of adds pretty fast. But this also has the versatility where it can do a lot of damage like the Raise Lighter. So in that sense, it is pretty different. Now the Boltcaster is really nothing like this, so that's pretty hard to compare. The Boltcaster has that long range capability. This definitely has more capability to do damage than the Boltcaster. I definitely believe that. And but this you do have to get close. Unlike the Boltcaster, this is just kind of more of your average sword. The Boltcaster, you can hurt and kill enemies from further away, but then again, it's not very accurate and it doesn't do too much damage. So this is definitely way different than the Boltcaster. So we are just going to get into the Raise Lighter and the Dark Drinker. So now I feel like this is kind of a mix between both of them. Mostly because it can deal a lot of adds with the smash, but it can also do a lot of damage with the smash to bigger enemies such as captains, yellow bars, and things like that. So once you slam on the ground, it does use 10 ammo, which is different than any of the other swords. It is more pricey than any of the other swords, but then again, I feel like you do get maybe a bigger outcome than the other swords. It's kind of different than any of the other swords. It's a little bit hard to compare, to be honest, because all the swords' abilities are so different. But this is similar to the Raise Lighter, as where you can deal massive damage, you can knock people back. You won't do as much damage as fast as the Raise Lighter, because the Raise Lighter doesn't even use too much ammo to deal damage to bosses and tougher enemies. But this does use 10 every time you smash, This does have splash damage though. The Raise Later does not have splash damage, but the Dark Drinker does have a large radius, and it can kill enemies pretty quickly, a bunch of smaller ones, but it won't kill large enemies, which kind of sucks about it. But the thing is, it can kill a bunch of small enemies, which this sword is really good at. It's kind of like the best of both worlds, in a sense, where you can still do damage, but you can also kill a bunch of adds. I don't think it's as good as either, so if you are in like a boss fight, and you do want to either just do damage or eliminate adds, you definitely should choose one of the other ones. But if you need a versatile sword, this is really the sword for you. If anything gets close, you just slam them back, and it'll either just knock them back or kill them all. So it's really useful, as here, when I'm dealing with multiple adds, I can just slam, like a crispy slam there, kill 5 or 6 adds at a time, and that makes it really, really nice, where I can just get to killing so many adds. But then, like, with Raise Lighter, you couldn't do that. You would have to slash through all those, be really aggravating. There, I can kill all of them with one fell swoop of my sword, which is just super duper useful. And you can't do this with any other sword. So overall, I'd say this sword is really the best of both worlds. I mean, you can use it kind of any way you want for ad control, for DPS. Now, it's not going to be as potent for either of them, but it's more versatile than, say, the Dark Drinker or the Raise Lighter. Now, the Boltcaster is a whole other thing, so we can't really compare it too much to that, which kind of stinks. But like I said, this is a really versatile sword that you can use in a lot of situations, either for adds or stronger enemies. So that is my final verdict, and I hope you guys enjoyed this quick comparison. And this sword is awesome, and if you guys have this sword, you'll know it's awesome. It looks awesome, feels awesome, the slam does a ton of damage, it's really awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more Rise of Iron content, tons more Rise of Iron content. You know, some Overwatch, some of that stuff, some Battlefield 1 when that comes out. Or if you like big titties. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This has been Digirex. Peace.